ay ang maganda kasi dito sa survey na ito, bumababa yung mga Duterte.
Yes.
So, ibig sabihin,
sila,
yung merong space, hindi lamang para sa admin, may space for other forces.
Kasi the Tulfos were always there on the top, given na So, it's about the other space.
Yes. So, meron kang mga 2 or more slots na lumuluwag. No? Na positive para sa mga tipo ni Kiko, tipo ni Bam, tipo ni Shell, and others. No? Dahil kung yung mga digong ay nasa top 6, medyo mas masikip. Pero kung yung mga digong ay nandun sa dulo at yung iba pang mga Duterte ay nasa labas, then it provides opportunities for other forces na hindi ganun kalakas pa at this point, no?
Right. So there's a space, there's an opening.
And there's also possibility din for Attorney Chel, kung hindi man siya magsenador, pwedeng
party list
representative. And syempre ang titingnan mo din, by 2028 matatapos yung term ni
BBM.
Senator
Risa.
Si Senator Risa also. She will be graduating from the Senate.
Right.
So akbayan, syempre, you need someone din na kumaga,
papalit.
You need a deeper bench na pwedeng pumalit kay Senator Risa as a senator for akbayan.
So there's an agglomeration.
It's a good fit.
You know what? You have to think outside the box, no? Different options.
Lalo na yung last na takbo ni Shell, medyo dramatic naman yung pagtaas niya. Not enough to win. Or perhaps not even uphill para sa election ngayon. Pero dramatic yung pagtaas niya. Kumbaga, kumpara sa ibang mga progressive candidates, siya na yung pinakamataas. No? Siya na yung pinakamataas. Mga 9-10 million yata siya. Si Nery Colmenares, at most ay 3-4. No? Si Luke ay less than 3, no? Etc. So, si Shell na yung parang susunod na possible.
You're right. That's a very good point. The long game, no? The long game. And the Jokno name has always been there and will always be there. If anything, I think it will gain more traction. So maybe
ang tawag nga ngayon sa LaSalle Law School ay Jokno Tanyada Law School.
Right. So and if he spends 3 years as congressman, I'm sure he's gonna be gold.
Papakitang gila siya doon.
And now the Congress is even better than Senate in terms of their overall hearing. Of course, Riza hearings is next level. But if you look at the overall hearings, wala silang yung mga katulad ni Robin Hood, yung mga Pulveronic, very high level.
Imagine Jokno doon sa
kaya niya pakainin ng alikabok yung mga Marcoleta.
Absolutely. Yung mga Yumenat.
Kayang-kaya niya yun. No?
Speaking of
meron na siyang strong na social media presence and fan base. So he could build on that.
Yes.
I want to ask both of you, speaking of the lower house, one place where they came up short, very surprisingly, was itong latest hearing kay Sara Duterte. Wala pang open. Hindi pa nagsimula yung quarter 1 na bamboozle sila ni Sara. Ayoko I don't recognize.
Ikaw, ano ba tingin mo?
Ikaw nga. Ikaw tanong namin. Kasi parang nakatanggap ng mga text itong si...
Ba't kami yung tinatanong mo? Ikaw muna.
Tanongin natin kasi tinetext si Sir Ronald.
Walang iwanan.
Ano yung text sa inyo?
Laglaga na.
Si Richard ba? Pro Sara na.
Hindi pro Duterte, pro Sara lang.
Marcoleta, ala GMA na ba?
Sara lang.
Umikot na ba?
Hindi, kanya yan, style niya yan. Dahil binabalatan siya na
BBM na.
Masyadong BBM.
Pero hindi ko naman pinanatan si BBM masyado. Na-impress lang ako kay Madam. No.
Sige. Doon ka sa pulis magpaliwanag.
Paliwanag na sa presinto. Going back to this. No, I thought, eto na, ang ganda ng build-up, Quadcom, everything, and then biglang wala, nabamboozle sila kaagad ni Sara, and I think Sara this time came in prepared. I think sa daming nagpatawa kay Sara and all, everyone was taking her for granted. And to defend myself, no? Of course I'm gonna do that.
Lalo
to defend myself, kasi ang
baba.
Ay, nuhukay.
Konti sa nata pa, makahanap mo yung bunker ni Kuloy.
Kasi ang baba na expectation natin dahil sumablay, hari ng sablay, Rey ng sablay.
Sabi ng lolo ko, when you're in deep shit, do not move.
Let the shit take over. Sorry. No, I will jump. I will not move. Going back to this, no, feeling ko talaga magaling siya magbasa from cellphone. Pero kung sino nag-craft nun, okay.
Nagbabackpedal.
Hindi. Mayroon akong... Pero dami natuwa na DDS na parang, wait, what am I saying here? Galing ni Richard.
Pag pinupuri ka na ng DDS,
not a good sign.
You must be doing something wrong.
Yes, I go, what have I done? Anong ginawa ko, ma? Ayoko na, ma. Ibang klase talaga. Ito, balikan natin ito. No, I mean, okay. Wala, nilaglag din ako. Going back to this. If you are Sara right now, 2 months ago, you were so confident, sasabihin mo, 3 Duterte kaya namin Senate. Ngayon, kahit isa, mukhang yari sila. Is it more reason for you to stay as Vice President or more reason for you to consider some radical options?
Actually, ang positive lang doon ginawa ni Sara ay yung lagi niyang may message discipline siya doon sa
pagbasa sa cellphone.
Hindi, hindi mo ba ron? Yung paghamon sa Congress na ay impeachment ang kwanito, ang agenda nito mga to, no? Kaya ang mga congressman ngayon napipilitan magpaliwanag
defensive.
sa presinto. Hindi. Yun lang yung medyo pero yung mga binitawan niya, kung marunong lang sumagot yung mga ibang kongresista, no?
I was surprised also.
Pwedeng i-call yung kanyang mga sinabi na hindi ako humihingi ng special treatment, no? Sabi nyo, yung mga witness lang ang pwedeng mag-take ng oath, hindi naman yung resource person, etc. Napakadali namang sagutin nun. Ito naman mga kongresista.
Pero yung ibang kongresista sila, Luistro, afterwards, they said something like, I don't think
afterwards,
pero they were not there. Kasama ba sila dun sa hearing? They were not there. Si Congressman Chua yung in charge.
Si Chua nga, sabi niya, bago pa lang siya dito.
Novice siya
Nag-a-adjust pa lang siya, no?
So, nabambuzal siya dun kagad.
Sa akin na, anytime na nandoon si Sara, I said this earlier.
Tapos may Arroyo ka pa.
Anytime na nandoon si Sara, lahat ng nangyayari dyan, that's all for public consumption. That's all for show. So dapat
Be ready for the big time.
It's about him. Sabihin mo lang naman, habang dinedepensahan ni Gloria Macapagal-Arroyo si Sara, sabihin mo, they're in the same boat. Parehas hindi magaling sa oath-taking yung mga yung dalawa na yan, no?
Babaliktaran mo.
So mga ganun
Bardagulan.
Hindi kaya nung mga nandoon, bring in someone who can.
Bardaguls.
Actually, yung magaling dyan si Congressman Gonzales. No? Sanay sa Bardagulan yun.
Someone na hindi takot kay Sara. Kasi
hindi lang hindi takot, yung nag-enjoy na nagbabardagulan kasi it appeals to a different constituency for him, diba? Yung parang Congressman Chua in theory would have been that person kasi in fairness to him, all to the build up to now, he was the one, taking up the cause. Kaya I was surprised, but happens it happens. I think, feeling ko talaga na-underestimate si Sara kasi pinagtawanan lang sa siya.
Pero the thing is, pangatlong hearing na
Natuto na siya.
And like I said, hindi malalim yung toolkit ni Sara, yung kanyang arsenal of weapons. She only has one. Isa lang ang style ni Sara, which is attack. Sugod lang na sugod. Personal attack dito. Personal attack doon.
Kumbaga wala namang bago
Walang bago eh. Ginawa niya kay Risa, ginawa niya nung
walang bago.
But this time she got away with it and she came out stronger.
Dahil may binabasa siyang cellphone.
Yeah. I mean, at least yung nag-craft ng cell, hindi ko kung ChatGPT yan or Chinese version ng ChatGPT.
Nilakihan pa yung mga fonts doon
kasi nung pinaka-cut ko, sakto but yung pronunciation niya so clear, hindi na kailangan i-edit pa. Like it came, diba?
Mahaba practice. Mahaba practice. Saka, in fairness, maganda yung makeup niya.
Putulin nyo na. Ikat nyo na yung part na yun.
Maybe.
Clear down ng
I more appreciate Chinita than Mestiza, but okay, fine. Okay, you got it. Change topic. Change topic pero Duterte pa rin. Is this the beginning of a new season or is this beginning of the end for Duterte? Again, I know napapahamak naman. Kasi feeling ko malaban na yung impeachment anytime soon Pero ang hina na nila sa surveys. Ang Sara, despite this performance, I'll walk back a bit. Despite this performance, we don't know if she can sustain any momentum she gained. Dito lang siguro may victory siya.
Pero yan yung kailangan sigurong ma-realize ng administration, no?
Right.
Hindi ang mga Duterte won't go soft on them, no?
They won't go gently into the night.
They're out for a vengeance, no? Especially kung mag-survive sila sa midterm, no? Baka yun ang hindi nila nare-realize. Yung going for the jugular has a moment. Pag lumampas yung moment, no, nakatakip na yung jugular, no? Hindi pala kaya lusubin yun. Kaya dapat itong mga to ay dapat matuto, no? Hindi pwede sa kanila yung long game katulad ni Toranaga, no? Dapat quick burn to Quick burn to
Crimson Sky kaagad. First day pa lang Crimson Sky. Let's go for gold.
Kaya hindi pwedeng mahabang learning curve.
Ikaw, Mark, what is your read on that? Kasi if the plan B is durugin natin sa midterms kahit isang Duterte hindi manalo, which is not impossible. Although Bongo, I think, is sigurado. Bato is delikado. But I think at least 1 or 2 could get through. And then durugin na naman natin from 25-26. Medyo risky yan, di ba? At kung makabalik ang mga Dutertes by miracle or by some major event, if not by elections in 2028, yayariin sila. If you're Martin Romualdez now, you should worry, di ba?
It's about Sara, the Vice President. It's about her. No? Yun yung pag nag-survive, tapos 2028.
Yun lang naman yun
No? Yun yung ibig sabihin ng lahat.
Yun yung kasi hindi ako parati akong I always sound the alarm kasi nakikita ko I remember, I still fresh pa rin sa akin what they did nung 2016. Kung ano yung ginawa nila nung 2022. Kung ano yung gagawin nila sa 2028. It's getting very clear sa akin. Like I said nga nung previous, nandyan yung AI, nandyan yung TikTok, nandyan yung mga kalye survey, kalye serye, nandyan yung mga so that the Duterte playbook is constantly being updated. And
okay, can you tell us more about that? Kasi one thing as you seen, I'm being more active on TikTok right now. Medyo mas regular na ako because you told me the battleground has shifted there. Kasi I feel very confident on YouTube and all. Yari yung mga DDS dito kung, of course, fan na sila ngayon kasi Team Sara na. But seriously, the trolls are back. They're very active and they're very strong on TikTok. No?
Actually, kahit sa YouTube naman. Sa YouTube, pwedeng malakas yung sa atin.
Malakas na rin sila. But I'm saying it's not like before na talagang wala tayong laban. You know what I'm saying? Pero TikTok ang lakas talaga ng DDS. Sobrang lakas.
It's still the same
playbook.
Same playbook. It's still the same appeal ni Digong. Yung kamay na bakal, yung tough on crime. I'm watching nagnunood ako nitong mga kalye surveys.
Yes, please.
Ng mga obvious naman kapag scripted or hindi. So yung napapanood ko mukhang totoo naman, and yung ordinary Pinoy, yun ang parati nilang sinasabi na nung panahon ni Duterte, yung krimen. So parang sa utak nila na
mind
gano'n.
conditioning.
When in reality, pareho lang din naman. Di ba marami lang napatay talaga noon na mga siguro yung mga sa lugar nila na EJK, kaya feel nila mas safe sila. Pero merong ganong
mind conditioning.
Tsaka pero kaya sinasabi natin go for the jugular, hindi lamang dapat naubos na yung political base ng mga Duterte, hindi lamang dahil bumababa sila dramatically sa mga surveys. Kung hindi, tignan mo si Digong that was 93% in 2021. Ngayon, nandun siya sa number 11 sa survey sa Senate. Ibig sabihin, kung hindi nila titirahin ang habang bagsak yan, no? Magbabago ang complexion yan, no? So,
the momentum might shift, the tide might turn. Delikado talaga yan.
Even Sara, pag gumuho si Digong, mismo si Sara tatamaan because Sara is a creation of the father, diba? Kahit mas mataas siya sa tatay niya ngayon, no? So, hindi ko maintindihan ano yung hesitation ng gobyerno.
So, speaking of hesitation, again, are we back again to Mr. Risk-averse, not getting things across the line?
Baka yun yung dominant. Baka yun yung dominant.
Duran boy, party boy.
Baka yun yung dominant. Imbis na ano ba yung strategy, ano ba yung tactics, mas yung
it's a temperamental issue.
Yes.
It's walang Toranaga.
Hindi, we still have 1 week bago mag-recess yung Congress
Sige lang, umasa pa tayo.
Sinabi ko sa audience ko.
Umasa pa tayo.
Thursday ngayon.
Para ka palang bulljack
Wala pa nag-file
Mark, malapit na tayo maging bulljack. Yung parang palabas na yung video next week, yung Pulveron video next week, next month. Hindi, sa June yung Pulveron video. Hindi, August may Pulveron. Malapit na tayo maging bulljack TV. I'm telling you guys. Kaya kanina nag-recalibrate na ako. Team Sara na ngayon. Totally. Ayoko na. Let me recover my credibility by defending Sara Duterte. By the way, guys, sarcastic just in case. Okay?
Ang problema mo kung may maniwala.
Grabe.
Mamaya laman na ikaw ni ano.
But I take that as a compliment. No, I mean, going back to this, How can the Dutertes climb their way back? Let's help my Sarah. Ano yung vulnerabilities ng BBM?
Ikaw na sumagot dyan. Baka ako sumagot ako, baka gawin eh.
Hindi na sa akin, matulungan pa natin. Pero
ikaw na lang, ikaw. Dahil nag-pro-Sara ka naman. Ikaw yung sumagot sa tanong mo.
This is how Justice Carpio does it. It's a constructive to advice to BBM. Yung mga style na PhilHealth scandal na yan, yung mga style na duran-duran na yan, ingat ka dyan, gagamitin ng kalaban mo yan mamaya, dudurugin ka dyan. The economy is still not creating enough jobs and inflation is still high, di ba?
Merong mga maliliit na foul-ups yung Marcos admin. Pero yung kay Duterte din naman ganun eh. Pero nagtapos siya
Pero yun nga, Mark, are they emphasizing this enough? Yung communications team ni Malacanang, you think they're good in doing that?
You were asking kanina kung anong dapat gawin ng mga Duterte. Ginagawa na nila eh. The only advantage that Duterte has right now is social media. Yun lang. Yun na lang ang natitira sa kanila. That they're really good at it. Okay? Pero confident naman ako, kakaupo lang ni Secretary Chavez.
Yun!
I got
Isko's former
I got to
number
work
one.
with him nung sa kay Isko Moreno. So hopefully he could bring that to the PCO para to counter lang some of the social media. Pero kung if you don't cut it at the source, if you don't stop itong mga AI, if you don't stop, they will just keep it will just accelerate going to
Papalagitnaan ako ng dalawang consultant. Camps, no?
Free consultant para sa bayan. No, Ronald, going back to this, medyo ibang lagay ko kasi kanina masyadong nasaraw, nasilaw ako. Ronald, going back to, what should be the communication strategy of Malacanang to ward off this Duterte weaponization of any shortcomings and most importantly, how to crack down on this AI-generated cheap fake, deep fake. This is real. ASPI of Australians, the top think tank on China, came up with a study and showed talaga may na-detect talaga na China-backed accounts or China-originated fake news about BBM and all. Of course, we're not pro-BBM, but we know what's going on here. This is about pro-China people defending themselves and attacking Marcos. Do you think some new laws, some decisive laws should come in? Some of these makapilis should be called out and more?
Well, they have their political enemies on the run. No? Kaya wag nilang sayangin yung moment na yan. No? Wag nilang, anong sinasabi? Seize defeat from the jaws of victory, no?
Pero yung ginagawa baliktad.
So, ikalawa ay yes, yung mga deepfake na yan ay nagsisimula ng mas maging relevant, aggressive. Pero for now, hindi pa naman sila dominant eh. No? Tingin ko nagpo-probe pa sila. Kaya habang ginagawa yan, habang ginagawa yan,
nip it at the butt.
Gumawa na sila ng ng mga major moves para yan ay manip in the bud, no? Right. Kung alam nila paano gawin, no? Dahil hindi ko sigurado kung meron sa kanila na nakakaalam kung paano gawin yun.
How bad can this get?
Ang ko lang, yung sinasabi mo na gagawa ng mga laws, etc. Kanyan wala masyadong nagagawa yan. Dahil nasi-circumvent naman no? Nasi-circumvent yung mga laws na yan
or sample lang, di ba?
How can you regulate
NBI cybercrime? Yung division na yun. For one.
Yeah, exactly. Tapos
pero syempre, medyo double-edged din yun.
Yung DICT mo, walang alam Diyan yung DICT mo na dapat nakatutok dyan
But Ronald, in fairness naman, I interviewed some of the U6 and all and all. They gave me pa samples of, they made a deepfake combining me and BBM na all Ilocano team. No, but seriously, going back to this, Americans are helping Americans are helping. They're providing intelligence. They're providing support. Siyempre mga Americans, alam nila, this is a China-backed agenda. So they have a stake in this.
Even the Americans are in deep shit.
Well, I'm just saying, maraming kalaban ng China. Japan. Japan can help. Japan is
at for now, preoccupied sila.
Well, Japan can help. Yeah. Australia can help. I mean, these are other countries na may worry din sa China.
Sana. Dahil nung
kaya na natin on our own eh. Kailangan lang, you need to
do what we
realize
have to do.
lang na may problema. Kasi
baka nga mas lamang pa tayo eh. Dahil pumunta ako sa Europe, tinatanong ko sila eh. Naghumingi ako ng tulong. Sabi nila, mas abante pa kayo kaya sa amin.
Frontline tayo, di ba?
Ako ito, may suggestion ako.
Please.
Ito, i-propose ko tong ano na to. Magkaroon ng 24/7 office na ang trabaho lang is to spot, monitor, flag, report fake news. So pag may nakita sila, ito baka posibleng
hindi
fake news.
Rappler ang pangalan nitong agency na to.
No, government agency na yun lang ang trabaho.
Yeah, I know what
na yun lang yung trabaho to spot fake news, and pag kunyari nakakita sila ng pattern, hanapin na nila sa yung source ng fake news. Right. So isang office na yun lang yung trabaho.
Cyber force. We need a cyber force. Talagang yung attack, defense, both, di ba? You know what I'm saying? You have to. Ang dami natin gamers na magaling. Baka naman they can.
Mga top hackers kan sa Pilipinas,
exactly.
Yung nagnanakaw ng credit card.
Halimbawa.
Ayan, di ba?
Mga Pilipino yan.
Halimbawa, atin ito, may website. So,
exactly.
Yung in charge niyan, bata, millennial. So, pinaliwanag niya sa akin, tingnan mo ito. Ito yung ating firewall, ito yung kanilang mga atake. Tingnan mo, pinapaliwanag niya. At kaya.
Galing.
Kaya. Ibig sabihin, meron tayo diyang mga bata
may laban din
na
tayo.
may skill set para diyan na wala silang ginawa kung hindi yan lang. No? Hindi tayo. Ako, wala akong alam diyan. I'm a Neanderthal, no? Na malapit
for
na
the next generation. Kailangan din naman natin kasi sa future, puro technology-driven naman din.
Pero hindi ko nasisimulan yan. Mag-hire na lang ako.
At least let's pave the way for the next generation.
Let the mercenary hire another mercenary.
Yes. Paano mismo yung Meta, may committee sila dyan, no? Ang tingin nila ay hindi ganun kadali. Dahil may binabalanse sila na freedom of speech, no? Freedom of expression, at yung need for regulation. Hindi ganun kadali yun.
Yung sinasabi kong office na magmo-monitor ng fake news, hindi din nila pwedeng ipa-take down basta-basta yung mga kasi nga may free speech eh. Ang gagawin lang siguro nila is to maybe find, kumbaga put more transparency lang. Kasi yung mga nagkakalat ng fake news, wala namang masama sa free speech if alam mo kung saan yung source. Kung alam mo kung sino yung nagsabi. Pag may sinabi ako o tayong tatlo, we are responsible for what we say. Pero yung nagkakalat ng fake news, hindi eh. Kasi hindi sila nakikita.
Ang hirap kasuhan.
Pero kung alam nila na pag nag-post ako, alam nila kung sino yung source. Ako yung nagkalat nung AI na to. So medyo magdadalawang isip ako mag-post nitong fake news kasi matitrace sa akin. So more transparency lang on that.
At yung iba, short of Big Brother, ang hirap talaga i-regulate. Short of being a big brother, no? So yun yung
complete surveillance, totalitarian, China style.
Censorship.
Yan yung debate dyan.
Censorship. So sa akin, transparency lang eh. Walang masama magsabi ka ng opinion mo, ng ano mo, pero dapat alam natin kung kanino galing.
Right.
Halimbawa, kung hindi na ikaw ang gobyerno, ikaw naman ang dudurugin.
Yun nga, yun ang sabi na kailangan ng safeguards. Now, going back to this, usapan durugan, bago tayo pumunta kay gawin na lang natin, baliktarin natin si Harry Manhunt towards the end na lang. Pag-usapan natin yung durugan sa Manila! Mark! Anong latest sa durugan?
Ngayong araw. Kanina pinag-uusapan natin si Congressman Joel Chua. Kasi up until today, kanina, walang kalaban sa Congress race kay Congressman Chua from the side of Yorme.
Oh, interesting.
Siya lang ang walang kalaban dapat. Nagkaroon siya ng kalaban kaninang umaga lang.
May update after nung hearing. Ay, pwede yan. Do you think may kinalaman dun sa nangyari na bamboozle siya ni Sara?
Hindi, wala. Pero yun nga, it's a tough last 2 days for Congressman Joel Chua. Kaibigan natin nga, pero kaninang umaga, another councilor from the camp of Dalacunas jumped ship to the camp of Isko. So the count now is 20-18. 20 kay Mayora, 18 kay Yorme.
So close na.
So dalawa na lang, majority na yung...
Isa na lang, tayo na.
What makes this more interesting, the councilor who jumped ship is the sister of Vice Mayor Yul Servo. Okay, so Vice Yul Servo, nandun pa rin kay Mayor Lacuna. His sister jumped to the side of Isko. At hindi lang nag-jump sa side ni Isko, she will run as the congresswoman of Isko against Joel Chua, who is the
medyo malakas to.
top councilor itong si
number one
Kasi ano nila yan distrito ni Yul Servo yan Malakas sila diyan
So,
ang tanong ko, anong sinabi ni Yul Servo?
Hinintay
so far.
Hinintay ko pa.
Actually, hinintay ko pa dahil malakas din si Yul Servo Kaya apparently, malakas din yung kanyang kapatid.
Yun nga Parang kung ikaw yung nando sa side ni nung nila Mayora, nung admin sa Manila, iisipin mo ba na itong paglipat na to ay walang basbas nung kanyang kapatid na vice mayor.
Tawag yan, sowing the seeds
of victory.
Yan yung trabaho ko dati.
Get the ball rolling.
Sowing the seeds of intrigue.
Marites as a weapon of mass destruction.
So, tatakbong congresswoman itong si sa Team Yorme, itong si Apple Nieto. Councilor Apple Nieto. So, medyo maganda yung laban sa
District 3. Hindi siya RJ
3.
Nieto related, hindi siya related.
Hindi naman
masyado.
Oo. Pero ito yung district kung nasaan si Mocha Uson.
Yon, grabe.
She is running for
grabe
councilor.
Naman yung Manila.
So, hindi Congress. Paano
hindi.
Nung unang labas kasi, Congress daw
Siguro kung walang lalaban kay Congressman Joel Chua, baka si Mocha yung tinapat. Okay? So, ayun. So, syempre, kasama ni Mocha dyan, sila Banat Bay and all that. So, baba din sila sa district sa Manila. At another one is basketball legend si Bong Alvarez sa side nung si Yorme. And yung isa, yung friend ko din si Chris Tagle is also running there. So yun nga, 2018 na yung sa councilor, dalawa na lang. Sila Yorme na yung majority. Mababalik na yung seat nung si Yan Yan. Narinig mo yun?
Oh yeah, si Yan Yan. Oh wow.
So